Unbelievable. Lai Mohammed tells Nigerians that they should stop making a big deal out of herdsmen kidnapping, that it is done everywhere in the world. Even in America, children are kidnapped from schools. And Nigerians, in no small way, have responded and have reacted and have said, really, truly, if it is normal, how come your children have not been kidnapped? Do you know what goes on with kidnapping? Do you, I mean, I don't want to pray that prayer, but I mean, it's becoming really expedient. It's becoming really critical that these people in government should have a taste, a tip of the iceberg, so they can really understand what the masses are going through. The same Lai Mohammed explained to Nigerians that they cannot flush out the B-boys or the bandit from the forest because it will obstruct the ecosystem and nature balance, and as such they should let them be. I mean, the guy speaks like someone without a reason, I mean, without sense, so to say. I don't mean to sound insultive, but I mean that's the only way. That's the best adjective I can. It sounds like someone without a good sense of reasoning. I think that's a better word. That's a better choice of word, because I mean I don't understand it. How can you you know consult to the fact that kidnapping is a normal part of life? I think maybe you, your son, your wife, your children, one of you should have to be, I mean, you just have to be kidnapped so you can understand it, and then you'll be able to speak from experience. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe if this is your first time. Why haven't your children been kidnapped since it is normal? Aisha Yusuf has replied, Lai Mohammed, as well as other Nigerians. The Bring Back Our Girls movement conveyor and activist Madam Aisha Yusuf has taken to her Twitter page in joining many Nigerians to condemn the statement by the Minister of Information Halaji Lai Mohammed on the adoption of the Kagara students. She asked the minister a series of questions that needs to be answered. Questions such as, why are the minister's families, friends, and children not being kidnapped? Why is it that there's the common man on the streets? Could there be more to it? Could there be a game plan? Could there be an architectural design and plan so they know where to go and what not to do? Could there be more to this than beneath the eyes? Why have they not been touched? Many Nigerians, such as senators, ministers, president, vice president, governors, we've not really had that their family members have been touched by this set of kidnappers. So they don't understand when Nigerians says this is unacceptable. We are not going to accept this. They just behave, they go about, I mean, Nigerians have been reacting. I'm going to read out some of the reactions. Son says, in a zoo anything goes, so you can understand that, as the leader of the zoo, that's the way things go. I mean, it's I don't there are so many very insulting words, so to say, and I would not like to read some of those words, because I mean the man speaks like somebody without knowledge. It's okay for Nigerian army to go to a state that is peaceful, everybody going about their business. The ESN has not kidnapped a single person, raped anybody, or demands for ransom. Yet the state governor boasts and brags that yes, he invited them. They should come and flush out this set of people. Blah 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 blah. It's not wrong for them to do this to Nigerians, but it is okay. Okay, that is fine. They can carry it out, they can kill Nigerians, they can do whatever they want to do, but you go to people that are peaceful, all they are demanding for is their rights, and yet you want to kill them. What kind of a country are we in, really? Some people call it the zoo republic. Could that be true? Could there be more to it than beneath the eyes? Because if you look at the statistics, if you look at what is currently happening, you'll be tempted to want to believe that could it really be a zoo? Could there be more to it? Do you understand? Because how can you explain the fact that some people go scot-free? Their action does not equal any punishment or as a consequence. There are no consequences for their actions. I mean, so they can go about and do whatever they want to do unhindered. Why other people are being punished for the same crime? How do you explain that? How do you really explain that? Nigerian government, Buhari precisely, has refused to address Nigerians supporting what is currently going on by his silence. Supporting it, yes, silence, they say, is consensus. If you do not agree with what the big boys are doing, why not come out openly and speak to Nigerians and say, you know what, I am not part of this. Because he will never do it. I tell you why. He's the leader of the pack. He commissioned them to do it. So if he goes around and begins to address Nigerians, he'll be seen as being a betrayer, of which he does not want to be seen as such. And as such, we rather, whatever happens to Nigerians, that's their cup of tea. You see, my people, there is more to it than beneath the eyes in what is going on in Nigeria government today, life as it were. And that's why everybody must speak up. Yes, in your little corner, you cannot be quiet. You cannot be quiet. Whatever it takes, whatever it will take you, please speak up. Let your voice be heard. Let it be heard loud and clear. And some of the ways you can speak up is by liking us, sharing, and subscribing, because this news you are hearing now goes all around the nations of the world. Once upon a time, they can do some of those things and get away with it. It's no longer business as usual. In those days, they can just do it, get away with it. But now, the world is a global village. Did you see what happened in NSAS? Do you believe that the world could hear exactly what was going on? That is to tell you that indeed, the world is hearing. The world is hearing. And, I asked the question to say that why is it that our news, you go on CNN, you go on some of this international news, and you hear that this and that is going on. You hear that a particular hear that they will be telling you of even problem that in Nigeria we don't call that problem because of the magnitude of what is on ground. Yes, you will hear that they said in this area there was unrest to the extent that 2 people died. The government is looking to it. And I said, why is that they're not reporting our news? And somebody made me to understand that Nigerian government are so clever. So what have they done? They've gone ahead and they've made sure that our news homes in Nigeria are not registered with the international body so that they cannot be reporting what we are reporting. So there is a body, there is a way, there is a system in which these things are done. If you are not registered, your news will not be. Do you understand? So Nigerian government, there is God. Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.